Welcome in. Welcome to Auntie Chats and Tarot. I'm glad to have you. Thanks for all your support here on this channel. Thanks for joining me here today. Remember, not everything's going to resonate today. Take what does. Leave the rest. Take what helps you to help yourself and leave the rest. Here we go. Aries. Bold. That's what's so always unique about you. You set a goal and you go for it. I love it. I love that about you. You're always very clear. And if you're not clear, you gain clarity so that you know exactly what you're going after. Always embrace that about you. Getting a lot of messages already. Okay, the High Priestess, maybe you keep that quiet. She's in the reverse, okay? Or are you suppressing right now something that is very intuitive of you? I feel like don't suppress that. It has something to do with your family, I believe. Wow, yeah, something to do with your family, for sure. Five of Pentacles. They have something to do with somebody's health issues that are not good right now, or finances are bad for somebody right now. Or this, I'm also getting another scenario for some of you is just what you've grown up with regards to finances has been an unhealthy way of looking at them that needs changing. And I feel like if that is you, then you recognize this. I need to look at money differently than the way I grew up or the way my ancestors have looked at money. My parents, you know, down the line have looked at money. You've got the Five of Wands out here. Justice. Ten of Cups. Yeah, there's something, oh, okay, I get it. There's something very competitive about money in your family, okay? And in order to find true happiness, there needs to be a balance here. Yeah, amongst the kind of competitive vibes here. But it is competitive with regards to money. In order to find the true familia, the family happiness, the justice is through the heart. More emotion, less vigorousness about the monetary. Yeah, and some sort of transformation here that needs to take place with the Death card. Okay, so I feel like with the Four of Swords, this situation really has taken you down. This has really swept you off your feet, but not in a good way, like in a total surprise and shock even, burnt you out. Knight of Swords. Came at you quickly. This realization, kind of a devastating feel right now maybe. It's always been there, I hear. This has always been the norm, the status quo. Nine of Swords, but you are not having it. Yeah, this makes you very upset, very nervous at night. You wake up thinking about this stuff. What's the advice here, Spirit? I'm reminded, remember your uniqueness. Your uniqueness is your boldness. If you don't know something, you learn it because you know exactly what you want to go after, and then you go after it. If you need to be educated, you educate yourself, then you go after it. If you intuitively know that's what you want to go after, you go after it. Remember the uniqueness. Something about that is a nod to advice here. Yeah. Nine of Cups on the back of the deck. Wishes granted. You always make sure your wishes are granted because you work your tail off. Knight of Pentacles out here. Oh, you may have been the workhorse here. You are always the one who makes money. And then somebody else feels a certain way about it, or it's causing a problem, or why don't you help them if they're sick? Well, but you feel like, have they put in their part? Something very competitive here. What's the competition? Okay. Eight of Swords, but they never thought that you measured up. You were not one of the big dogs, and in reality, you are the big dog. The competition has always held you back, made you feel uncomfortable. You can play, and you can play well, but you were always disappointed it had to be in the picture anyway. Oh, and I feel very emotional about that. Like, kind of gripping me here. like I feel like it gripped you. I'm tired of this always having to be in the picture. Why does this have to be in the picture? Something about Finland? Well, okay, 8 of Wands. Energy moving quickly here. Words spoken quickly. Yeah, something was spoken quickly here. Or your realization, as we said, the emotions that overtook me just, as, a few minutes ago. Quickly. Quickly overwhelm you. Have. Something wants to change here. Something needs to change here. Definitely, I see the heartbreak. Yeah. 3 of Swords, 2 of Pentacles, and also the 7. Oh, okay. The 7 of Cups came out here. Oh, okay. With other things coming out behind that were hidden. What was hidden was the 5 of Cups in the reverse and the 6 of Pentacles in the reverse. Let me take a moment with this. A lot of stuff that's hidden. Somebody's trying to make sure that you are busy with their what is actually heartbreaking to you, that they want you to be busy with that. Feeling a certain way, maybe feeling sorry for them. Keep you in some sort of delusion about that. It's like you're always cleaning up the messes or cleaning up the emotions, smoothing stuff out, but I feel like maybe you're the last person you think of in these scenarios. There's definitely an imbalance of the give and take. And in order to find that, that's part of the heartbreak for you. In order to find that balance, you can't live with regret. Don't live with any regret here. Yeah, don't get talked into some illusion that you owe somebody something or that you need to be regretful. Let's say that for sure. The message is don't live with some illusion that somebody else wants you to feel that you need to live in regret. The Hermit, think about it. Spirit is saying, think this over. Just because this person maybe was older or had some sort of dominance over you before, don't allow that to be the here and now. You need to really think this through. This is the advice I'm hearing, the absolute advice. You've got to gain some enlightenment here. Not just the status quo. Something about family for sure. What else do we have here for our Aries? Blocking energy for sure is out here. Okay, 2 of Swords, the Magician, and the 10 of Swords in the reverse. Definitely blocking energy, but it's more like when you allow this regret or this feeling of you've done something wrong when you really haven't envelop you, it affects how you are bountiful, how you are successful, okay? How you've always been successful. 7 of Swords here. How you've never wanted to fight. You've wanted to avoid the fights, but someone keeps it coming. And a lot of this is just keeping illusions and lies going. The more you embrace them or think it's okay or make excuses for this type of energy, the less fruitful you are, okay? Know that. You need to know that. And you're supposed to be fruitful. You have always been the fruitful one, even though some people held you back, or they thought you were the young one and you weren't up to speed yet, or you were always up to speed. You were always the golden ticket. You were always the golden child, okay? You were always the golden child. Don't let anybody take that away from you. If they're trying to, it could be out of jealousy or all kinds of things, but don't allow that to happen. You know the real truth here. You know that you've always been divinely protected. Yeah, just true blue, authentic, golden child. Nothing gets in the way of this, Spirit says, unless you allow it mentally. Okay, and then recovering from this. This is a big recovery. There are some big dogs in this picture in your mind because you were small at the time. But now you're coming to terms with, yeah, was this really a big dog? Because I'm the big dog, okay? But you don't say that in a... you say that in a tough way, not in an arrogant way, in a tough, truthful, and with humility way. I'm the one. I'm the golden here. I'm the golden. Okay, yeah, something about work. 8 of Pentacles. Maybe there's a family-run business here, but you've always been the key, the maestro. You're the one that kept it together and did the hard work. And perfected because you knew what your goal was. Coming full circle here to the beginning of this message. You knew what your goal was and you made it happen. And if you had to educate yourself to be better at your field, you did that. Put in the hard work. And now you're an expert in this area. Could cause the, I do see competitiveness here. Competitive about the money. Yeah, now you've outdone maybe some of these big dogs, okay? They don't like it. Or their life is turned, maybe they're having health issues, financial issues, The truth of the matter is, Spirit says, stop lollygagging. The truth of the matter is, you are the big dog. You've always been the big dog. Even when you were small, you were the big dog, okay? So faith in self, self-confidence, moving forward, do what's right for you. And I feel like the main message is don't get into any illusions that tell you otherwise, because it really does affect your ability to, it affects your victories. What else do we have here? Yeah, you were a gift from the divine, and the divine, I think, thinks very highly of you. You have a good, I hear working relationship, but you're a closeness. I feel like you've asked for a lot of help with regards to your career and have seen bountiful results from your divine connections. The Empress, very bountiful. New beginnings always, yeah. You know what makes you happy, and you go after it. Like I said, at the beginning of this read, your uniqueness is to know what you want, you go after it, you get it. That's you. That's the golden ticket. That's the golden child. That's the Aries in you. Always embrace it. Don't let anybody interfere with that. That is your message, Aries. I hope you've liked it. If you have, please do like, share, subscribe, comment. Please do utilize the link below for Buy Me a Coffee. And until next time, let's remember who we are, and let's remember our self-worth. Thanks for joining me.